Head of Young Talent Acquisition, Corporate HR at Larsen and Toubro. You will be, uh, yeah, he'll, okay, now you will be able to see his video. Daniel, over to you.
Thank you, Lavneet. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining this evening. There is a delay of 15 minutes. We wanted everybody to come together since it is a live event. We don't want to repeat again, so we waited for 15 minutes. Thank you for this tremendous participation. And it's always a pleasure for L&T to interact with you all as you all youngsters, but we see you as the future leaders. That's how L&T looks at youngsters like you. The fact is, more than 70% of our leadership is from the trainee route. So we see you as a talent pipeline, leadership pipeline of ours. So with all thankfulness, we start this presentation. Before that, I will just give you a brief about this campus process as such. At L&T, as many of you know, I mean, we have major emphasis on GET and PGT hiring. Every year, approximately 2,500 to 2,000, some years 3,000 as well. We have been hiring GETs and PGTs. This year also, we may look at the similar numbers. Uh, Towards this, we have a central team as such. I mean, corporate HR, we drive this process in collaboration with L&D EduTech as well as with SSC. How it's structured is like interface between colleges are done through EduTech. Lavneet from EduTech is here. He must be interacting with your TPOs as well as many of you as well. So the EduTech is our college interface as well as assessment partners. And from SSC, Mr. Raghavendra is there. Yes, Raghavendra. He leads the delivery, LNOD delivery, as well as fresh talent hiring process as well. SRVN, we call it SRVN fondly. Yes, Raghavendra as well as Arun are from SSC team. I hope you can see them as well. And Lavneet, I think you already met Lavneet, and there are a couple of team members from EduTech. They handle the campus process there. And from the corporate HR, I am here. You all must have Lavneet. I already introduced myself. We have Shubhankar as well as Harshvardhan. They are from the corporate HR. So these are the people who we would be interacting with you in the due course of time, as well as the selection process in totality. Okay, this presentation, I mean, L&T is a known organization. We will not talk elaborately about L&T because L&T, I mean, it's obvious to many of the conglomerates. L&T is a well-known organization. Here we'll talk about a purpose. Why somebody needs to join L&T? What is the purpose driven, or what powers that purpose? That's what we'll talk about in this presentation. While we'll touch upon L&T's certain highlights as well. However, the presentation will be structured towards the purpose we have. To start this, we'll like to start with a small film to get an intro of this.
In a world of disruptions, the future belongs to the brave. We don't play catch up. We lead the charge to excellence. Embrace courage like a warrior. Push boundaries like an explorer. Innovate in sync with nature. Engineer solutions to shape the future. Continuous learning fuels us. The pride of nation building drives us. On the journey from good to great, become limitless. Challenge the status quo, set benchmarks, rise to perfection. In a legacy built by L&T, the future will be built by you.
If So any of you could resonate with any of the qualities, this is the place where you should be. Because every activity we do are driven by a purpose. And that's has brought L&T to the glory. I mean, to give in a nutshell, if you have to give, L&T is India's foremost technology-led solutions company, which have a turnover of more than $27 billion with the entire group put together. We have manufacturing facilities across 4 companies, and our global footprint is in more than 51 countries. The employee headcount is more than a lakh. That's a massive organization which we are addressing here. And it all started with a purpose. It all started with a willpower, rather, by 2 Danish engineers, Henning Holk Larsen as well as Soren Toubro. These 2 are the people who are the pioneers of this company. They have started this company. They have started this company in a small room, and they have brought this company to glorious strides. To give a glimpse of the strides which we had, started in 1938, as I mentioned before. Started in a very single step, a very 2 engineers decided the heart and started in a very small setup. However, in 1955 itself, actually many of you must be knowing, India has gone through various revolutions, different 5-year planning, and different planning processes. I mean, the country has gone through each and every stage. L&D has been an integral part in the growth of India as well. So when the White Revolution happened, when there was Amul Dairy was set up, L&T was contributing in setting up that White Revolution. When there was a Buddha smiling, I mean, many must be knowing that Smiling Buddha is an initiative, I mean, the nuclear reactor test which was successfully done by India, and L&T was part in that as well. When it comes to Green Revolution, L&T played a major role in providing various equipment and various machineries towards this green revolution. In 1975, when India's journey started into space, we were there, surging into space in various mechanisms and various processes which we have. We have been part of those aspects as well. In 1987, we have set up a mega facility at Hazira, and that changed the landscape of manufacturing in India, and we have been contributing since then in the manufacturing space as well. In 1994, there was a thrust in terms of oil exploration and various other initiatives by the government. We had participated in that as well, and we continue to have that as a separate business called energy hydrocarbon business that started in 1994. 2009. Almost all nuclear reactors of India, L&T's contribution is there in those reactors as well. Many must be knowing that India's tallest statue of Unity, and that's been constructed by L&T. 2019, when Prime Minister has inaugurated the armored systems, which was an indigenous project of India, and that was handed over to L&T, and we have contributed in that as well. We have a separate business running in that front. 2019, many must have seen the videos of Chandrayaan and various other mission explorations, space exploration, and L&T has been part in providing those setups as well. 2020, when there was a spurge in infra projects, L&T has contributed in constructing various speed rail corridors, bullet trains, and various infrastructure in that front. Those who are from North would know that Yashobhoomi was inaugurated in 2023. That was constructed by us. 2024, which was last year, early this year, the Ayodhya Mandir, which was inaugurated earlier, that was been constructed by us. In Mumbai, if you see, many of the maximum infra, we say, which is Mumbai is known for its infrastructure, and the majority of the first of its kinds projects have been constructed by L&T. If of all this, the things which stand out is uniqueness. Many of the things of its first of its kind in India, that's been constructed by L&T. Followed, there may be a follow-up, or there may be a second project which would have been come subsequent to this. But each of its kinds, when it has come, the first one, the L&T is the first one to construct those. Just give a glimpse of it, there is a short video. We'd like to take you through that. Structure. These are the main construction independent companies we have. Similarly, high-tech manufacturing and heavy engineering, precision engineering and systems, they also deal with defense-related projects and aerospace projects. IT services, we have LTI Mindtree, L&T Technology Services Limited. Then digital commerce companies also we have L&T Sufin, L&T Logitech, data center and cloud services. Recently, we have also started the L&T Semiconductor Technologies. In financial services space, we have L&T Finance. And other companies are like L&T Realty, which construct commercial and residential buildings, construction and mining machinery, rubber processing machinery, and valves. These are the companies we have. In this, the other listed companies are LTI Mindtree, LTTS, and L&T Finance. Their campus placements are done separately by the companies. So this placement companies are for all the companies, excluding LTI Mindtree, LTTS, and LTF, L&T Finance. To give a picture of all these projects, we have all this company. We have taken few images to give for you to relate to those. Typically, heavy civil infrastructure deals with mega civil projects. any of the metros, tunnel projects, everything, heavy civil, the name itself specifies that. Such kind of projects are handled by them. Minerals and metals, the company, they deal with constructing those processing units, metallurgy companies and things like that they start with. Oil exploration and various other factors of oil and gas, LNG, energy, hydrocarbon takes care. Recently, we also have major emphasis on green manufacturing and development. This all companies comes under EPC. High-tech manufacturing also, I mean, we have been since the 1980s, we have been in the manufacturing sector. These are some project glimpses. IT services, technology services. These are the images which you can directly relate with. How, all this has been possible. There must be a strong leadership. Then only the company has gone from a small one-room company to such a wide, large and massive organization. It shows the massive leadership as well. It's headed by S.M. Subramanian, that is Chairman and Managing Director, R. Shankar Raman, who is our CFO, then other whole-time directors are listed here. The main USP or the main characteristics of the leadership is most of them or almost all are grown from trainees. Majority of them are risen from ranks, barring one or two, rest all have been come from the trainee route. There's a high possibility some one of you must be sitting in this box after a few years. L&T as a company, as I told before, we have grown across 7 seas with a footprint of more than 50 countries. Every day we get internal communication that L&T has been awarded with something or the other. We have listed on few awards, which is noteworthy to highlight here. So you can have a look at it. These are only a few awards which we wanted to highlight. There are n number of awards L&T has been bagging almost every day we can say. What sets us unique? There are various other organizations. Why you have to choose L&T or why you want to start your career with L&T? Because our DNA is unique. It's a professionally managed company. It is not a promoter-driven company as such. It's owned by the public and financial institutions and employees. They are the stakeholders, and it's professionally managed. Over 85 years of leading the change, that shows the sustainable nature of the organization. Tremendous focus is on training, learning, and development. There's also another name people say L&T as learning and training organization. So tremendous focus and opportunities are provided for training and learning and development opportunities. Track record of nationally and internationally, globally benchmarked projects. When we talk to our previous batches or our seniors, what motivates them to be a part of a globally benchmarked project? It gives them a kick. To be a part of a nation building project, that gives them a kick. That drives L&T assets to contribute and to witness to be a part in the change in the society as well as in the nation's building and the building of the nation. Your career, how your career will be, and what is expected out of you as well as what you can expect L&T. The ultimate is you can be the chairman of the company because the earlier chairmen have risen from ranks. Mr. A.M. Naik, our chairman emeritus currently, started his career at L&T as a junior engineer. Our current chairman and managing director, he started his career as a trainee in this L&T. So there is no other backing, there is no promoter backing, nothing. They joined as a trainee, they risen to the rank, and they reached a level of a chairman and managing director. Same growth trajectory would be there for you. It's how you take it up. It's all up to the individuals. At L&T, tremendous emphasis and focus is given on innovation and best-in-class technology, be it any technology in the field of construction or manufacturing. When it comes to India as well as globally, L&T is one of the companies to start that technology. When the 3D printing was about to start, 3D printing in construction was about to start, L&T started it. And when there was a beam in construction, L&T started it. So majority of the best-in-class technology, the first one to adopt is L&T, which also backed up by in-house technical training. It's not like if we are starting a technology, we hire the new members from out externally. Majority of the in-house people will be trained to take up to the new innovate new technologies and new processes. The other USP of L&T is ideas and views are encouraged by seniors. The easy access to the seniors, whether it is a trainee, whether it is 1 year experience or 2 year experience, their access to senior management is very smooth. And the senior management is also open to ideas and views of youngsters. That's how we remain agile and young assets. I tell you one mantra we followed. You are allowed to make mistakes. At the same time, you learn from them and not repeat them. That's the same mantra which talks about the openness as well as the risk-taking ability which we talk about. You will be given a freedom to work at the same time and accountability attached to that as well. Meritocracy is seen across in terms of the growth journey of individual. A culture of trust and openness is prevalent in this company. Thoughtfully designed mentoring programs. There are various mentoring programs, right from junior level till senior level. There are been various mentoring programs which have been curated suitably. As I told before, I mean, with the changing times, the individuals also need to change. We provide opportunities for further studies and upgrading themselves. We have management programs we have tied up with various management institutes towards leadership programs as well as management development programs. We have a separate learning and development center, learning development academy, we call it LDA at Lonavala, which most of the employees cherish that. It is like an in-house India's Harvard, we can say, from the L&T perspective, wherein various programs throughout the year there are programs. Various well-renowned faculties have been invited, and the employees have been kept updated with the recent technologies, whether it is self-development programs, technology-related programs, management-related programs. All have been conducted in L&T. We ourselves have internal capacity to do that, as well as we are partnered with various other organizations for the same. We also don't believe only by education. A healthy mind, body, and soul also we focus on these programs. What are the areas where initially you can contribute? We are looking at profiles from you can start your career in terms of construction management field, design and R&D, erection, testing, commission, various other profiles we are listed down or we bucketed in this framework. But the scope and the area is vast and huge in L&T. So we will come as a trainees for 1 year. In the training period itself, you will have tremendous opportunity to learn and grow in various fields of operations. The growth, what we mentioned before, by 27 years, you would be heading a business. That's the growth journey. First 1 year will be trainee, then afterwards senior engineer, then assistant manager. You will be heading a segment. Then again you will be heading a business unit. Then you will be heading a business group, and then business head. Then after that, company. That's how the growth trajectory will be. For this, the CTC we offer is GET, office base is 6 lakhs and project base is 6.5, around 6.5, PGT 6.25 and 6.8. That's the CTC we offer. And we always tell, CTC is not our only part which we look at. The EVP is much more than CTC, the tremendous learning opportunities as well as being a part of a well-known project using cutting-edge technologies. You need to see along with the CTC the other aspects attached to that as well. Currently, we are inviting applications for GET and PGET. Typically, the eligibility criteria have already been shared with your TPOs. However, just to bring in clarity, we would like to highlight that here as well. Throughout your 10th, 12th diploma and throughout all your courses, the minimum expected mark is 65%. And 12th standard means should have been completed in 2 years. Diploma means it should have been completed in 3 years. Within the stipulated time, if it is a 3 years course, we expect the students to complete those in that particular stipulated time itself. For GET, anyone who was born on or after 1st July 2021 can join as GET. And no backlogs, whether it is past or live, during BE, BTech will be considered in this program. That means all subject papers should be cleared in the first attempt only. That we have been very particular about. For PGT is also similar criteria. For PGTs, that cutoff date which are kept for is they should have been born on or after 1st July 1998. No backlogs during ME MTech programs. However, BE BTech should have been completed in 4 years. That's a 4-year course. It should have been completed in 4 years. Those, if anybody has taken the BE BTech and after completing their diploma, then naturally that course is for 3 years, and 3 years is they should have completed in those 3 years itself. Candidates pursuing PG under dual degree, they are also most welcome to apply here, and they are eligible to apply. Any subject paper, there is always a query in terms of what is backlog. Any subject paper appeared and not clear in the first attempt is considered a backlog. It's very simple. If you apply for a paper and if you could not clear in that particular attempt, then that's considered as backlog, and we will not able to take that application in this process. How the process will be? Most of you have already applied in the EduTech portal. L&D, that's an online portal you must have already filled up. If not, request you to fill up today. I think today or tomorrow is the last day to complete that. So you complete that. Subsequent to that, there will be an online assessment. EduTech will coordinate with you and schedule the online assessment that comprises of aptitude as well as domain test. And there is a selection, shortlisting criteria set for that. Those who are clear that online assessment, they'll go to the next round, personal interviews. This interview will be taken by subject matter experts. There will be some discussions around your subject as well as they will assess your communication, how do you articulate your thought, your clarity of thought, and everything will be assessed there. There may be an impromptu talk or something that you need to have on the personal interviews. Post that, if selected, you will be issued a selection letter, and you will be required to do a pre-employment medical checkup, and subsequent that you will be receiving an offer letter from us. Typically, all this selection letter will be communicated in the month of October, November, in some cases December. And typical time for joining is July. 1st July is the time we normally keep. So since from November till July, we engage you through a program called GRACE, where we will keep informing about the updates of L&T, your status and your further preparation. If any document is needed, all this will be communicated through this platform called L&T GRACE. That's our candidate engagement program. We are coming towards the end of the presentation. However, I'd like to end this presentation with how your seniors have been welcomed here, how your seniors have their journey with L&T on the day of their joining here. So we have a video of what has happened in their orientation program. You may see some of your seniors in this video. We would welcome you with very full open-hearted, which involves all whole-time directors as well as leadership team will get fully committed towards welcoming you. This video talks about it. It also gives some insights about what is expected out of you.
Shruti Varakar, along with my colleagues Sudha Upadhyay in Mumbai and Nishtha Garg at Chennai, are privileged to welcome you to the inaugural and orientation of the GT and PGT batch of 2024.
First and foremost, let me congratulate all of you for joining L&T, a caring organization embedded with a lot of values of integrity, excellence, innovation, meritocracy, customer focus, and respect for people. So you're joining a highly value-based, long-standing, 86-year-old organization which is agile and professional leadership.
We have Mr. S.N. Subramanian, our Chairman and Managing Director. It is my privilege and highest honor to welcome you today, and I request everyone to join me in welcoming sir.
So lovely boys and pretty girls, strengthen your roots, be persistent, it does magic, have a scientific approach to life, be innovative with your solutions, together we achieve more. Graduate school but never graduate learning, think outside the box, speed and scale and agility matters, encourage yourself, encourage others, have total integrity towards your work, and leadership, trust me, is not by size but by courage and mindset. These are a few gyans I had to give you. I learned it somewhere around in this company, maybe from my parents, maybe from the great bosses I had, maybe from the lovely colleagues I have. But please, incorporate this 10-odd stuff in your head. And some of you, if you have taken some photographs or noted it down, have it with you. I think it helps you greatly forward as you move along in life.
We are so excited and we see the future to be very bright. I encourage you to join this journey and make your future bright as well.
People who don't aspire, don't dream, they will achieve nothing. So I think the message for me, for you is aspire more, grab the opportunity, wonderful opportunity you got. No organization can provide the opportunity what L&T can provide. At the end, remember, if you don't work as a team player, as a combined team, you don't achieve the success. I thought there cannot be any better example than recent T20 Cup, where how the team rose to the occasion to win the cup.
Very important to capture this day. And many of the leaders have joined actually as just trainees. And today there are leaders, including SNS, actually joined as a trainee in L&T. So please cherish all this memory. It is very important.
If you remember, you keep seeing the moon, but the moon was conquered in 1969 by Neil Armstrong. His first words when he stepped was, a small step for man, a large step for mankind. Similarly for you, this may be a one small step in your career, but for Larsen Toubro, this is the future we are looking at.
When I joined this company, it was just 78 crore annual turnover. Now you can calculate what 78 has become today. You heard the number from RSR. We are in excess of 213,000 crores in annual turnover, not just because Larsen Toubro did something which was sort of paying you the best, but it provided opportunity to people to create, I must say, to build India in terms of what India is today.
We entered into this organization, wonderful organization. So consider yourselves as hugely fortunate, privileged to be a part of L&T and make the best of this.
There are examples everywhere around you who has made a great career out of this opportunity. Please find your own role model and benchmark yourself.
Great dreams of great dreamers are always transcended. This is what Abdul Kalam said. So you need to have a dream, but maintain that dream. Every day, if you keep changing the dream, then again the goalpost keeps changing. Once again, welcome all of you to L&T family and stay fit.
Yeah, this video shows the importance given to the GT and PGT batch as they come in, and also we have kept certain pointers of our leaders. That's in fact it's a message for each one of us, and we keep revisiting those messages as well. And with this, we are coming to an end to this presentation. One important note, I mean, we have been told that there are a lot of instances where representing L&T that we will provide job at L&T, please approach us, and there have been taken fees for that. One thing we want to make it very clear, L&T does not charge any candidate any fees at any stage of recruitment. If anybody asks for a single penny, that they are fraudulent in nature. Okay. If you come across anything, you can highlight that in the particular email mentioned here, info@larsentoubro.com. These are our social media handles. Request you all to follow us and stay connected with us. We do keep sharing updates through these social media platforms. With this, we have come to the conclusion. Thank you for your time, and looking forward to your application and selection in L&T Limited. Any questions are there? I mean, you're free to mention in the comment section, and we are open to answer those. Yeah, we are going through the questions. I think most of the questions are centered around the eligibility criteria. So I'll quickly take you through here. There have been questions around, I have a backlog in one particular semester, but I cleared in the subsequent semester, whether I am eligible or not. Our criteria are little stringent in nature, and criteria we will not able to change for any particular individual assets. And our criteria is very simple. Any subject paper appeared and not cleared in the first attempt is considered as backlog, and we regret to say that we will not able to consider the application assets. That's one. And secondly, there are instances where people are asking about, I'm from this particular domain, but this domain is not mentioned in your notice inviting application. Can I apply? Again, we regret to inform, I mean, we are strictly constrained to hire that particular requirements at this point in time. In case there is any requirement arising other than this, we will reach out to your TPOs. So you stay connected with your TPOs. And currently, whatever has been mentioned in the notice inviting application and the applications are open for only those particular companies. There are also been questions in terms of where will my posting will be, whether it is an office, project based, or any particular business. That, I mean, it's all purely based on we have a process of getting a merit score and the candidate preferences and all those linked with the requirement. And currently to answer that would be very difficult. It's all linked to the requirement as well as the preferences indicated by the candidates, coupled with the marks and other scores. I think a lot of questions are centered around this eligibility criteria and backlogs. Once again, I will highlight any subject paper appeared not cleared in the first attempt is considered as backlog. That when it comes to GETs, when you're doing a BE BTEC, there should not be any paper which is not clear in the first attempt. When it comes to PGETs, in the ME MTech program, there should not be any paper in any of the semester where there is a second attempt involved. However, BE BTech, we are not specifying anything on that. You need to complete that BE BTech in 4 years time. If any arrear is there in the BE BTech, that is eligible. However, you should have completed the course in 4 years time. There's another question, which is an interesting question, and that shows the interest of the candidate in joining us. Thank you for that question, and thank you for your interest in joining us. What are the qualities which L&D expect from their trainees, and what are the things which is expected out of us? That's what been asked. First, be genuine. It's a professionally managed company, and we also expect professionalism from the candidates. Integrity, honesty, and all those characteristics of a good human being, that is only required. Rest all we will take care. Come as genuine as you are and come with full integrity and professionalism. That's it. Rest all we will take care. Yeah, another interesting question, whether there is any bond attached to it. I mean, there's no bond in this program. You'll be joining as a GET or PGET. First 1 year will be as a 1 year you'll be working as a GET PGET. At post completion of 1 year, you will be confirmed and your employment continues further. There is no bond per se regarding this GET PGET program. Another question, I mean, though we wanted to stop, but the interesting questions are coming in, so we are extending. Will my growth will be faster? Will I get, if I perform well, will I get promotion earlier? The answer is very simple. We have told before itself. If you do well, you will be the future chairman. That's it. I mean, how a chairman grows within that company, because their performance is valued. They have been promoted early. Their growth trajectory was very good. That's how they have become chairman, right? So same applies here. It's merit-based organization. So if you perform well, it naturally you will grow well. There has been a question whether computer science is eligible or not. We're surprised that why that question has come, because that's been a part of our NA as well. So applications are open for computer science, electronics, all embedded programs as well. There's also a question attached similar to that is whether there's a separate drive for semiconductor business, or whether this drive only will cater to the semiconductor business, and they wanted a little more details on that. As I told before, I mean, semiconductor is also part of our business under L&T Limited. So this placement drive is for the requirements of semiconductors as well. So candidates profiles matching to semiconductor business will be posted in semiconductor business. As also some of the questions are related to the modality of assessments. As indicated before, the online assessment test, which I talked about, online assessment, that is as the name suggests, it's an online test wherein you will be assessed on aptitude as well as domain test, the technical skills, followed by an interview. That will also be an online interview. There will not be any in-person interaction as such. The entire selection process will be conducted online. I think this will be the last question which we would be taking it up. And that question is more about whom we approach or how do we get updates of any particular query, how do we approach or whom we should contact. For students, the single point contact is your TPO. You need to raise your concern query with your TPOs, and TPOs will get in touch with L&T Edutech, and L&T Edutech being our interface between institutes and us, they will interact with the TPOs and resolve the queries. And if any matter other than selection, they may involve us also, and we will also address those queries. But from the student's perspective, your single point of contact will be TPOs, because we don't want to have any different chain of communication other than a TPO. We would be communicating primarily with the TPOs, and they in turn communicate with you. While we conclude, there is another question which has come in related to the timelines of it. See, as many of you have completed your applications, we will be shortlisting it in the couple of weeks. And the assessment we are targeting by end of this month, the online assessment, which may go till first week of October. For, parallelly, the interviews also would start from October till 15th of October. There could be spillovers as well, because some of the colleges have started the process a little late. So we will not victimize them. We will give them a little more time to complete the entire process. So we can say October as a month to conclude our assessments. By November or so, we will be finalizing our selections. Whichever has been selected in October, we will communicate. But however, we foresee a spillover of selections in November as well. With this, we can conclude. Once again, thank you for your time. We hope you all apply in the company and as well as select. I mean, many people always say L&T's selection is little stringent. Prepare well, and all the best for your selection in the company. Looking forward to see you all.
Thank you, Daniel, for the wonderful session. Guys, looking forward for you to get involved in the process, and all the very best for the selection process. Thank you.